Welcome to CTV on this Thursday night. I'm Wayne Stafford.
And I'm Kirsten Swanson. A homeless man who was struck and killed by a freight train is being remembered by his friends as a lovable goofball. Friends say the man moved to Fort Collins from the Midwest this summer after hearing about how nice it is. Another homeless man added, "Please say his friends are going to miss him, okay?" The man's identity has not yet been released pending the notification of his family. Police discovered the man's body early Wednesday morning. They believe it is possible that a passing train on the Union Pacific line may have struck him.
The NFL is saying goodbye to the replacement referees after reaching a new contract agreement with the NFL Referees Association. This announcement came days after the controversial call that cost the Green Bay Packers a win. The first 3 weeks of games caused an uproar of frustration with the replacement referees that threatened to disrupt the rest of the season. This deal was ratified by the association of 121 members. The refs will be taking the field tonight in Baltimore for the start of the Week 4 in the NFL.
Police have yet to release a report on the ramride collision that happened Saturday. Coming up, ASCSU officials talk about the future of the Safe Ride.
We'll be right back.
Hey students, ASCSU is your student body government. To find out more, come visit us in room 109 of the LSC.
An accident involving a ramride car sent one CSU student to the hospital Saturday. The crash happened near the intersection of Elizabeth and Constitution. The ramride car collided with a black pickup truck around 11 p.m. This picture was posted on Twitter by Stephen Jacobs. His friend Nick Bozin was transported to the hospital and received 50 stitches in his head. The ASCSU press secretary Robert Duran says folks should continue to utilize ramride as a safe ride home.
When it comes to those things, that's why we go through the protocols. That's why we make sure that everyone has health insurance, everyone has driver's insurance, everyone has a license that's valid and things like that. So the volunteers are prepared and they have all the required information that we need so that they can volunteer. And I don't want this to be a hindrance of future volunteers because, like I said, it's a rare occasion. And as long as you're following the laws on the road, you're following the protocols of ramride, you're picking up only the people that we assign to you to pick up, then I don't see that there's going to be an issue like this in the future.
As Larimer County continues to be a critical area for candidates to get in Colorado, Republican vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan made a stop east of Fort Collins Wednesday. The speech brought hundreds of people from Fort Collins and surrounding areas as Ryan spoke about topics such as providing adequate health care and changing foreign policy. The campus Republicans handed out 120 tickets to students. However, Ryan's speech had little focus on the youth vote or education.
Coming up on CTV after that flooding in Fort Collins we had yesterday, Kelsey McAllister will join us to discuss some safety tips.
All right. And I'll give you a closer look at some Florida wetland wildlife. You won't want to miss it.
Bring out the action hero in you. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Welcome back to CTV. Here's a shot from earlier this evening as the rain has continued to soak Fort Collins. It is expected to continue over the next few days as well. Today, temperatures topped off in the upper 60s with a chance of rain and scattered thunderstorms, which will stick around until late this weekend. There are storms possible tonight throughout the high country. You can see in the front range, there are high storms and 2 inches of rain expected, so be sure to be prepared if flooding does occur. With all the moisture we've received, tomorrow expect some fog when you wake up. The high for the day will be in the low 70s with a chance of thunderstorms throughout the day. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast, Saturday will be in the mid-70s, again with a chance of showers. Sunday will clear up and be beautiful with temperatures in the mid-70s and mostly sunny skies. Sunday night, the storms will roll through yet again. And there will be some slight chance for storms in that Sunday evening on the Front Range. Next week, things begin to dry off. Monday, expect sunny skies with a high near 80 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday will be mild with temperatures in the 80s and sunny skies. As we've all heard of the flood that happened in 1997, the flood flooded the CSU campus, and it ruined part of the campus. Last night was not as severe, but parts of campus were flooded. So I have some tips about what not to do in flood situations. First, never drive through water that you're unsure how deep it is. Just 6 inches of water can wash away a vehicle. Next, stay on high ground. A flash flood can happen rapidly and unexpectedly. Be prepared with a safety kit with supplies just in case your house or area is flooded. That way you have everything you need in case of a disaster.
Oh man, this is crazy. So did you get stuck in the rain?
I was driving in the rain, went through a puddle. Probably not the best idea.
Had to run through a small river, but it was okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I was just, caught without my rain boots and stuff. Not too bad. But all right, now for something a little different. Last weekend, I was fortunate to be in Florida and experience a tour of the Everglades, getting up close and personal with all types of wetland wildlife.
Airboats, reptiles, and some old-fashioned fun. Away from CSU campus, all this and more can be found at Sawgrass Recreation Park. Beginning with an airboat tour through the marsh, it didn't take long until our boat was side by side with a fully grown male alligator. After getting maybe a little too close for comfort, we headed back and sat down for the Gator Show, a Sawgrass original.
The big guy here is 13 feet long, 1,200 pounds, and he's 55 years old. If he feels threatened from the rear in any direction, he will swing that tail in that direction and turn his head with his mouth wide open, ready. When the alligator does have his mouth open, okay, he cannot see inside of the mouth, but a little bit of water, a drop of water or sweat could cause this alligator to bite down. Okay, so when this alligator has his mouth open, as long as nothing touches the inside, I could easily stick my head or hand in his mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna use my lucky hat here. Okay, let's see if we can get him. All right.
We have a 3-month-old deer gator. It's about 30 pounds. It's wiggling. I don't know why it's wiggling so much. That's everything, I think. Found a few more animals, I think, around here.
Yes, Sawgrass is also home to dozens of other animals, like the tortoise, the Florida panther, and many others.
Does anybody want to take pictures with us?
Yes.
What's up? Whew, it's hot. Time to get back on the bus.
What do you think?
Quite an interesting experience, Wayne.
yeah,
I think we have a picture of you. Yep, there you are, right beside the alligator. What was it like to be that close?
It wasn't too bad. It was a little scary at first, but I felt like he knew what was happening. He wanted us to be on TV.
He did. Well, coming up after the break, CTV reporter Eli Portell will give us a look behind the scenes at this year's Ram Jam concert.
And Melanie Rose is back with another celebrity countdown. Stay tuned.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes off the bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
If you missed this year's Ram Jam concert, it was a night to be remembered. From the electronic rock sound of Breathe Carolina to the dance pop style of Cobra Starship, reporter Eli Portell shows us an up-close and personal look at the bands.
Hey guys, my name is Eli Portell. I'm here with CTV at ASAP's annual Ram Jam. Behind me, Cobra Starship is performing. Hopefully you're in the crowd. If you couldn't make it tonight, hopefully CTV will be able to fill you in on what you missed. A high-energy crowd and loud music filled CSU's West Lawn this past Saturday at ASAP's annual Ram Jam concert. Among the performers were local Fort Collins band The Echo Chamber, headliners Cobra Starship, and the Denver natives Breathe Carolina.
Yeah. I grew up in Littleton. I was born in Glenwood Springs, and my mom and dad lived in Rifle. They moved down, and lived in Aurora, lived in Denver, and grew up in Littleton. Went to Chatfield High School, and I met David playing in a band when I was still in high school. And David was living in Arvada, and yeah, when we first lived together in the first house that we had was just right in downtown, just like Wash Park area. Yeah,
we just started making random songs like when we ended up living together.
The concert started off with small attendance during the Echo Chambers set, giving little love to the Fort Collins experimental rock trio. But it gradually picked up as the sun began to set and Breathe Carolina took the stage.
Everyone's a lot nicer at the colleges. It's a lot cleaner environment. Because I mean, I can't even tell you how many clubs we've been to and played that are just gross.
Oh,
you don't
man.
even want to walk in there. You know what I mean?
And of course, ending the night with some radio hits like Good Girls Go Bad and You Make Me Feel, Cobra Starship. Although it was a smaller crowd than last year's Ram Jam, the music and performances did not disappoint.
Oh, that looks like a great time. Now we're going to throw it over to Melanie Rose for this week's Celebrity Countdown.
Welcome back to Celebrity Countdown with yours truly, Melanie Rose.
And I'm Christian Zamora.
You're not Ryan Green.
Nope, I'm Christian Zamora.
Transpaul.
Okay.
Have you watched TV recently?
I have. Me and my box wine, we watch lots of TV.
I think we should talk about our top 3 most ridiculous shows on TLC.
I would agree with that.
Shall
There's
we?
plenty. Let's do it.
All right, for our number 3 most ridiculous show on television, Christian, take it away.
We have Secret Princes on TLC. It's a new reality show centered around 5 princes from different countries moving to America to find love.
I'm disappointed they don't sing and dance.
Yeah.
So for our number 2 show, Christian, what do you want to do for this one?
Have you seen the show Breaking Amish?
Yes, I have. So this show is about 5 Amish people moving to New York City and exploring new ways of life. And it's hilarious. There's actually a character that has no teeth. There's actually been some reports that this show has been heavily scripted.
We did not watch all the seasons of The Hills to be fooled one more time.
Mm-mm.
No, we're a lot more savvy this time around, TLC.
Yeah, we are.
We're not going to be tricked. We're not.
For our number 1 show, it is Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Now, this show is pretty much describes ridiculous. What do you think?
There's pure chaos in that household.
Yeah. So this little girl started out on Toddlers and Tiaras, and that show is ridiculous enough, but her family is even more ridiculous. Now, do you know the family members?
She has 3 sisters in the show, Pumpkin, Chubbs, and Chickadee.
The father's name is Sugar Bear, and the mama's name is Mama. And the vocabulary of this show is another thing we could talk about. I mean, biscuit, jiggle jaggle.
Redneck and eyes.
Sketty. Their recipe for sketty is noodles, ketchup, and butter. I mean, I can't even believe they are so famous.
The intro even contains Mama ripping a big one. And folks, let's just be glad we're behind the camera.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I kind of hope this show comes back for a 2nd season. It is pure entertainment.
I think Mama should dress up as for Halloween.
I'm thinking either a biscuit or like a balloon.
I could see her just putting a skin colored cap on and just being a thumb.
And that was this week's Celebrity Countdown and our top 3 most ridiculous shows on television. I'm Melanie Rose, and be sure to follow my blog on CTV11.com.
And I'm Christian Zamora. Thanks for watching.
Hey Chris, thanks for being on my show this week.
Thanks, Mel, but on last time it's actually Christian.
Transpaul.
All right, thanks guys, but that's our show. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Be sure to follow our Facebook and Twitter pages for news updates. You can also log on to our website for any of the stories you saw tonight, CTV11.com.
Have a great night.